Identifying with the body is ego, identifying with senses, mind or emotion is ego. Okay. How do you purify ego? Ego that gets you distracted in the world, make you lazy, avoid that ego. Ego that makes you go in the world, run in the world for pleasure or power or happiness, that is rasic ego. Rise above that. Ego that helps you to go inward and search. So that ego is sattvic ego. So if you have an ego that I want to wake up every morning, I want to fast, I want to meditate, that also requires ego. So that is sattvic ego. So sattvic ego takes us inward in a higher direction. Rasic ego gets us trapped in the world. And tamasic ego is like gets you into darkness.
Is there any other choices? I mean, I understand the path that we're on, but you know, when you look at choices, I've heard something about, you know, meditating, like using the body, like running or something like that, or dancing, like you were saying.
Yes.
Or is there any other choices besides sitting and meditating? You know what I'm saying? To get you in tune with the absence of mind?
Yes. Meditation in action. So the
meditation
active meditation.
In action, yeah. That's what I mean.
Active meditation.
Okay.
Passive meditation, active meditation. No one can do all passive meditation. No one can do all active meditation.
Right.
Ideal situation is blend of it. Passive meditation that supports your active meditation. Active meditation supports your passive meditation. For example, if you sit quietly every morning, then you can do your job very efficiently without being stressed. But if you live all your day with awareness, you know, without attachment, then you sit for meditation, you can meditate easily. But if you are busy in the world and get involved and trapped, when you sit for meditation, your mind will be quiet. So there is value of active meditation, passive meditation. People who are living in the world, like normal people, they practice active meditation mainly. Those who renounce the world, who are renunciate, become monk, they do mostly passive meditation. Okay, so it's a choice.
So all TM is all passive meditation, right?
Yes, yes. So sitting meditation is passive meditation. So active, passive meditation. Another thing is your temperament. You have to work with your temperament. See, all the leaders do this kind of meditation, and everyone has their style. But they don't look at the personality of people. Because you are certain personality, certain meditation would be very difficult. You are an intellectual person and somebody gets you into devotion, you don't relate to devotion. But you are a devotional person and you don't bother with intellect and other things. So we have to know our temperament. Yesterday I was talking to a merchant, his Indian friend, has a store called Connection. It's a clothing business, and he's always telling me the customers touch the clothes, do this and that's it, and I become very firm and tell them, don't touch it, don't do that, or people get in crowd, they try stealing, and he just becomes very rough to them. And then when he talks about, I said, no, what I see, the problem with this is not only you do that job, but you still have so much memory and anger that you're telling me about it. Okay, and that is bad. So you're carrying on that. And what he told me, that is exactly I know. He says, no, I understand what you're saying, but that is my nature. I cannot change it. I know that is, I cannot, hey, somebody is doing this, that I can tell them, don't do this, don't do that. And other people can take it. My approach is in between, just flowing, like being nice to them, this, or do something. Then after you finish, people cheat me, do this, steal, whatever, my mind is clear. So my point was, by getting into that kind of temperament or behavior, you create problem for yourself. So basically, if you look at it, the problem is somebody has problem of stealing, somebody has problem of misbehaving, somebody has problem of different kind, and you take on to it, so you are taking others' problem on yourself.
Of course.
Why not to be wise? See, and if you are in the business all the time, you get disturbed so many times. So this is active meditation. So this could be called active meditation.
That's why I personally realize that active meditation, I mean, the way life keeps coming at you and your fixed concept of how life should be
Exactly.
is so interrupted continuously. So all you have to do is the active meditation and know that you're trying to fit things in a perfect square, and they never do. So I noticed that I'm offended at every turn, like they say, offended at every single turn, and then I realize that I got to turn that back on me and let it go. And it's, you know, I kind of prefer the active. I didn't realize how often it was happening until I started becoming more aware of it.
Yes, yes. So we don't have to go out in the world to look for problems. Just live ordinary life and you come across.
Well, you are the problem.
Yeah, so you have to deal with that.
Yeah. In a
This is
sense,
how-
right? We are the problem, right?
Right.
I mean, they
we
take
are
us out of the
one-
equation and there is no problem.
Right.
We are the problem.
Yes.
We're our worst enemies.
Sherry, anything?
Actually, to that point, we spent a lot of time talking about procrastination last week, so I did a little self-reflection each time I wanted to put something to the bottom of the list.
Yes.
And in reality, I mean, it just, I mean, my experience, especially at work, is everybody wants everything yesterday, and there's such a heightened sense of urgency. And it's not necessarily that I'm intentionally procrastinating, it's just that you can't really do all the things that you need to do because 50 other things are coming in at the same time, and everybody wants it yesterday. And you can sit here and blame it on technology and all these different things, but, you know,
So-
I'm struggling with that whole,
Right.
no, I'm sorry, I'm human, no.
Yes.
You can't have it.
Priority is not stagnant. That's it. Priority is not stagnant. So priority of today, tomorrow's priority will change because situations are different. So you reset priority.
Right.
And this is what happens, like I'm talking about people who are stagnant, they follow certain path, do this for 2 hours, do so many positions, this is right, this is wrong. These people are stuck because they don't grow. Because they're not growing and learning the lesson, they are following someone. So my one main major, teaching is be self-reliant. You observe, you think for yourself, and you find your solution. That was